Okay guys, this is Tuesday the 31st Powerflow workout. This will be our first video tutorial. Some of y'all have already done it and given me just some pointers and what I need to fix. I'm going to do a snapshot of the interval timer, and that way y'all know how to set it up right off the bat. There'll be a link for the interval timer. There will be a link for the video tutorial, and we'll go over it. The Metcon today is an alligator. Now, if you're dealing with a small space, alligator forward, alligator back, y'all can mix it up however you want, but you're going to stay low. It's almost like a low bear crawl. Okay? Now, with the stepping aspect, you want the elbows to try to stay close to the knees as you move forward and you move back. All right, first exercise is going to be a clean and jerk. On the clean and jerk, feet are going to be shoulder width apart. We're going to start foot off the ground again. With dumbbells, we come up in a full open hip position, following with that shrug, scarecrow. Obviously, I'm doing this slow, but you're going to be exploding with this. I drop my body down, deep squat. From here, press. Okay, and that's my push jerk position. You start in a push press position, but as I come up, I drop my body back down, and then I stand. Okay, so that's my clean and jerk position. I'll also be doing videos that are more detailed with the power multi-joint exercises also. That'll be a different video. So, first striking station will be forward kicks. I'm in my fighting posture. When I extend in that back leg, bring the knee up. Now, I can do a toe position or a heel position. I personally prefer a heel position due to the fact of you're going to get a lot more power and a lot more straight bone structure all the way in if you're even trying to, let's say, kick a door for that matter. All right, so on that particular one, remember that I rotate my body. If my right's in front, if my left's in front, my right's going to pull front to extend back out, okay? And you'll do that with the same leg. Again, if y'all done these before, y'all know y'all can do a full minute of one side, or you can break it up and do 30 seconds and 30 seconds. It's entirely up to you. All right, so for side crunch, that'll be our third station. Feet are going to be about hip width apart. We only use one bell. We're going to go off to the side, and then once we line up with our midline, we're going to go past the midline. All right, so this stretches those obliques and intercostals. This is contracting obliques and intercostals. As I come up, now I'm doing the reverse, stretching here and contracting here. That's why instead of just centering up and going off to the side, you don't get quite as much out of it. Fourth station. Fourth station is going to be knee strikes. Again, I'm in my fighting posture. That knee comes up and it drives forward. I tuck my heel into my butt. And I use my hips to press. Okay, so for fifth station, y'all done this before, y'all know, that's the first station also. So that's our power multi-joint. We technically have two of those stations. In total, we go through all of them twice. So that means there are 4 stations that you get a power multi-joint. I think that's primarily the main difference between us and almost all kickboxing training workouts. So after the knee strikes, then we go to clean and jerk. We already ran through clean and jerk. Now we'll go into the next teardrop bag station, or basically shadow work for any of y'all who don't have bags. So this one's going to be a double jab, so speed jab, cross, and then a left low hook. Now, these jabs and crosses, they're in a fourth zone position. I need to stutter step forward to get that third position. So that third zone in is slightly closer. Any type of shovel hooks, roundhouses, or low roundhouses, excuse me, and any type of shovel hooks, high hooks, low hooks, uppercuts, those are all third zone. So I go from a fourth zone here to a left low hook, left, and notice I follow through here, pull back. Then I do 2 right hooks. I'm dropping slightly crunched off to the side to drive that right right highs, and then I'm going to follow with a right elbow. That means I stutter step in again. I can do a half clinch position to drive, or I can drive straight without doing a half clinch position. Okay, so one more time. I do double jab, cross, stutter, left low, right, then that right elbow. You want to feel that impact, train a little bit of that bone structure, muscle structure, of being able to take impacts a little bit, especially with elbows. Your body follows two laws, Wolfson-Davis law. The more you stress a bone and muscle, the more that bone and muscle can withstand stress. Obviously, there's a point like to going overblown, but by constantly impacting particular areas, whether it be shins, whether it be knees, whether it be elbows, whether it even be fists, we start building up the matrix in our bone structure to basically be able to take more impact. So keep that in mind. So if I'm doing here and I'm driving in, all right, that in itself is causing tension and impact into that elbow. We'll build that elbow up. All right, so closed push-ups is number 7. Not a triangle, but it's inside shoulder width. Make sure that the chest comes close to touching your thumbs on that one. And then number 8, rear rounds. So you want to practice twist, rotate, back, and back. Go slow at first if you haven't been practicing. This foot needs to go almost pointing back your opposing way. It doesn't have to go completely back. Like you're not doing necessarily a 180 with it if it's pointed forward or close to forward, but it needs to also be slightly angled this way. If you got rubber matting, it is going to be a little bit harder to spin, but work on them close with the pivoting. Try to go low in your kicks at first, build up, okay? Now on number 9, this is a pronated bent over row. Feet hip width apart. I'm rowing, but I'm not doing a high row. I'm still rowing to mid-rib. To where if you were looking from the floor up, my hands would be just below chest line. Okay, and that's for the bent over row. Now on number 10 station, this is basically our double-ended bag station. On this one, a lot of shadow work is used for inside slips, outside slips, feints. So don't feel like just because you don't have a bag that you're not getting anything out of it. I mean, working on these techniques over and over again this way in a speed position, power position, makes a huge difference, right? So on this one, on that double-ended bag, you're going to do 2 power jabs. Now, 2 power jabs doesn't mean you power jab twice. That means that you move in twice, right? So my double, okay, then I cross, okay? Then I do an outside slip. So if I'm assuming that the person is a left-hander, okay, and so their left hand is coming out like a jab, then if the jab was coming in this way, I would outside slip here. But if I'm using my own body as a recognition, this is where outside and inside gets confusing, then I would be doing this motion. So if this is my center body, if my head moves out of my center body, then this would be outside slip. If I'm moving here, then I'm kind of moving into my open area, which would be inside slip. So just keep those variations in mind, because depending on who's coaching you, they'll break those down differently, okay? So from my double jab, cross, we consider this, if we're doing our own solo work, the outside slip. From the outside slip, then I move in again to double power jab, then I move inside slip. So an outside slip and an inside slip, I don't really drop my head down, and I don't really just do this. I have a slight bend, but I'm still keeping my body guarded. And inside, outside, inside, outside. if I'm doing it just with me in shadow. Okay? So those are the 10. Let me know if y'all have any suggestions for anything, and hope that helps out for y'all. Remember that some of the exercises that we have, we're going to have to manipulate a little bit because of weights. So thanks for watching.